Getting your first job in 2025 isn't just about making money. It's about freedom. Freedom to buy your own stuff, invest in your goals, and build confidence along the way. If you're a teen trying to land your first job, I'm going to walk you through how to do it even if you have zero experience. And hey, if you're someone who's trying to level up this year, consider hitting subscribe down below. This channel is all about helping out creatives and teens live the life they actually want. Let's start with the biggest mistake that I see teens making when on the job hunt in 2025. They apply to 50 different jobs, whether it be LinkedIn, Google, or Indeed, and they just applied about 25 to 50 different jobs claiming, well, why isn't anybody hiring me? I've done so much quantity, but literally they've put zero quality into any of their applications. I had a lot of friends who applied to like 10 plus places, and sure, yes, you're widening your chances doing that, but then they put so little effort into each place, so why would any company want to reach back out and get you in for an interview? What a job sees from you is your resume. That's the first thing they judge you off of, and we'll get back into that later in this video. But first, I just wanted to start off with the misconception that you just have to go crazy on quantity and apply to as many places as possible. I mean, in the first place, why would you want to apply to somewhere where you don't even want to work? I get it, the money's important, but why not put a little bit more effort into a place you actually want to work with good benefits if you're just gonna get the same amount of payment anyways. So rule number one, always apply to places that you actually want to work at and not just 50 random places. Places that treat their workers right, their customers right, and a place that you're actually going to see yourself working. That way, when you actually land the job, it's not gonna feel like a trap, but instead it's gonna feel like progress towards the goals and career that you may be looking for in the future. Now, this is something I wish somebody told me earlier, and that's not all jobs are created equal. Some jobs offer free gym memberships like the one I work at, and some have amazing coworkers that treat you with respect. Some jobs sadly just hand you a broom and disappear and tell you to go sweep something. When I applied to my first job, which was Lifetime Fitness, I didn't just apply somewhere because I liked it. I was mainly looking for an environment that would treat me well and challenge me as an employee. Not only that, it gave me the benefits that I actually wanted. I was able to have the gym, the pool, and so much more. So tip number two, when you're applying for a job, think about what you're actually getting besides the money. Because sure, Chick-fil-A and McDonald's may be offering $20 an hour, whereas I only get $16.50 an hour. But in my opinion, I think the trade-off's worth it because I get an amazing gym membership and a pool that I can go to whenever I want. And I actually enjoy showing up. I don't have to work in the back of a hot kitchen. And if that's what you want to do, that's totally cool, and I think that's great, especially since it's at a higher payment. But I'm really happy with where I'm at, and I think it best fits me. Look for places that will give you mentors and skills that you can actually use in the long run. Third, you guys may be wondering, are resumes dead? Have you guys heard that before? People say that resumes are dead. Well, honestly, I think there's nothing further from the truth. Most teens skip this step because they think, oh, well, I have nothing to put on it. But a clean, focused resume that you actually do right is something that'll set you apart from all the other teenage peers that you may have applying for the same job. When I applied to Lifetime, I believe that's one of the biggest things that set me apart from any age of people who are in the application process. I showed up with leadership qualities, media experience that I translated into the sports area, which also kind of compares to fitness. So I think that's what kind of got me my foot in the door. And a lot of you guys may be thinking, well, dude, I don't have anything to put on my resume. I'm just a high school student and I go about life. I go to football games every Friday and I don't really care about doing a whole lot of work. Well, in that, I think I have to tell you to dig a little bit deeper inside your mind. Think, have you ever worked with a family member? For me, I started working with my dad when I was around 11, and I even put that on my resume. That shows leadership experience, especially because I worked with him as a small business and I contributed and told them that I really helped him out and got to know and talk to other people a whole lot better. I promise you, you've done something throughout your high school or middle school that jobs were really looking for. Even if it's just one page like I did, I think resumes set you so much apart from everybody else, and it shows you really care about the job, especially if your resume is fitting to the certain job. So for me, when applying to Lifetime, I made sure my qualities kind of matched the certain position they were looking for, It wasn't just something that was one size fits all, but something I certainly applied just for that job. Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, the fourth tip I have that has shown to be super beneficial is just showing up in person and being even better in person. We live in an age of apps where you could just apply online, but I believe showing up locally to the actual business or company that you're applying for and showing up and talking to one of their managers could be a huge step in getting above everybody else. I've had friends who have just walked into a local shop, talked to one of their managers or hiring assistants, and they got hired on the spot. They didn't even need the resume that we talked about earlier, but instead they showcased their personality and talked with them about what they'd be doing for their company. They expressed that they didn't have a ton of years of experience, and trust me, hiring assistants know that. When they're hiring a teenager like us, they know that we're not gonna have 10 plus years of work experience. They want somebody that's willing to have a good personality and ready to get to work. Go in, smile, shake hands, and just be totally honest about why you want the job and what you can contribute. Just make sure you're prepared with, when you might want to work, the hours you might expect, and the amount of pay that you might expect from them, because those are questions they may be asking you. And the fifth tip that I have for you, especially if you're really struggling with finding a job and you just turned 16, so you're now eligible to work, this tip is definitely for you. There are so many opportunities that never get posted online but are super present within your communities. For example, babysitting, housework, tutoring, and so much more. Trust me, there's real money if you ask. I know my parents have looked out for one of my friends to babysit our dog when we're out on vacation. That can bring in some money, and you can almost start a little side hustle with it as well. And again, that's something that you could add on your resume for later, and you could say you have that certain work experience. It's simple. Just ask 5 neighbors or adults that you know, and just ask, do you need any help with anything? Do you know anybody that might need help with anything? And look for certain things that make you special that you could apply to help their lives be just a little bit easier. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If this video helped you just 1%, please consider leaving a comment as to what helped you, subscribe, and leave a like down below. And remember, the job is step 1, but building a life that you actually want is something that you should always be aiming for in the long run. With that, I appreciate you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.